Hello, good evening. Hi, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This is Jael Joseph Live, your school Jael Joseph in the building. Gonna be getting ready for my guests who are gonna be joining me in just a few seconds. You know, we're gonna be late because we started a bit late. We had a bit of technical difficulties. You know how it is when you're dealing with internet and making sure people connect and everybody has different providers and all kinds of stuff. But we're ready to go for Where is the Love for this edition of Jail Joseph Live, sponsored and carried by Digicel. So, want to big up to Digicel one time. It's also available on YouTube. So, for those of you who are YouTube subscribers or you go on YouTube, you can actually catch the show right now live on YouTube. And it's also available on Facebook Live. So, I want to say special good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to get right into the thick of things and get this party on the road because we have a packed night, we have a packed show. And without no further ado, just want to welcome my guests who are going to be joining me. They're going to be joining me right about now. So they're going to be coming up one after the other. And all of them have all their different personalities and they're going to be popping up. I see Colleen. Hi, Colleen. And hi, GK. And hi, Dan.
Gang.
Come to you, Dan. How you looking like a sourpuss, so?
Ah, it's one of those days, man. But we're ready. It's one of those days. Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
we're definitely ready. Let me see if this format is better. I think we're cutting off Colin when we on this format. Something is odd about it. So probably we'll try this one. This one look better? You like this one?
I
Then,
don't, I don't see anything yet.
then your head is being cut off. So guys, if you're tuning in and you're coming on the live, let us know. Let us know that you're locked in. Or we'll do this way. This way is better. We'll go with this way. We'll go with this way. It's good to have all of you here with me for Jail Joseph Live. Where is the love? And we're going to be talking about something that is look at the clock. We're going to be talking about
I
something,
I placed on my love heart shirt on purpose. Okay, we're
but your
talking
love
about
actually is being cut off. I'm so glad, eh?
oh no.
You should put it on your head. You should put it,
I should like maybe rest it on my forehead or
yeah,
something.
period. That'd be your new mask. Yes. So we want to get started right away, and thank you guys for joining me. I just want to do a brief introduction, or have you guys briefly introduce yourselves and tell us what you do. I have we'll start ladies first. So we'll do like here's a story of a lovely lady. So she's below me. So um Colin, actually on mute. Colin, you're on mute, so we can't hear you. You're
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Colleen Joseph. I'm 26. I'm a mom and I'm a photographer, YouTuber, and a makeup artist all in one. Full package. So, yeah.
great. It's good to have you on here with us, Colleen. I just want to remind folks that you can follow Colleen on 93K Family, right?
Yes,
93K Family on
on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Lovely, lovely channel, wonderful videos. So make sure you go and check her out. And then next to me, we have this way we have GK. What's up?
Hey, what's up? What's up? You know it's your boy GK on the spot. You guys may know me as GK or my name Jordan Jerome. I am a lot of things, but I'll just say I'm an entertainer. I'm a photographer as well. I'm a show host, a comedian. Yeah, and I just love entertaining people.
And below we have Dane Jadane.
All right. Well, good afternoon to everyone. I'm Jael. For some strange reason, I cannot hear GK and I cannot hear Colleen either. Only you alone I can hear. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. But yeah,
I don't know.
I
You
don't know.
hearing him? All of you hearing him?
I'm hearing everybody.
I can hear him.
I think it's you that have the issue.
Me no know. Me no know. But all right.
But you hearing
Well,
me,
I'm
right?
here. I'm here. So you have to be my mediator for me. Well, for who don't know me, I am Dane Smalling, popularly known as Danger Dane. I am a DJ, booking agent, radio personality, just everything when it comes to music. I am just the person. Events promoter, all of that. When it comes to music, I am just that person. So that's my reputation today.
He is that person. Okay, we're getting the show started. We want to remind you guys you can ask, come on and tell us where you're logged in from, where you're viewing from. We would appreciate, you interacting with us right here on the live. You just type in the message and let us know. I see you, Judy. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much for joining Jael Joseph Live. We're going to get into it. Um, want to start the show by kind of, first of all, doing a little exercise with you guys. Those of you who are viewing, I want to ask you guys if you could hit the share button. You know that little button that's on the side of your screen. It says SHARE. I spelled it right. Yeah. So hit the share button. While you're on this live, go ahead and do that. We're going to be doing a little experiment to see at the end just how many folks actually participated in this, in comparison to the people who are commenting, in comparison to the people who are liking. Now, here we go. We're getting this show on the road. You have an exciting business idea. You go and you speak to somebody, a consultant who creates business plans, and you tell them, hey, I want to drop my business. I have this really amazing idea and I want to start making money. You probably pay that person to do the business plan. They probably charge you about 500, probably to $1,000. Again, it depends on the person and the experience that they may come with. They may choose to charge you based on that. You go ahead, you register your business, you go to the registry, you pay $100, you register your business, you go to the bank, you say to them, hey, I need to get a loan for $100,000 or probably a smaller business loan for $10,000. I want to start up my company. And you're probably thinking of starting up a hardware store, a boutique, a mini mart, probably a hair store, probably a makeup store, probably hairline, making clothes. Or you probably say, you know what, I just gonna open a bar by the side of the road where everybody can cut past and stop and get a drink when they're lining. You spend about $1,000 advertising. So you put your ad on the radio, you put it on the internet, you put it on all the different media outlets. You put it on TV because you want people to know. You do your flyers. You want people to know your stuff is coming. So your launch is scheduled and ready to go. Your big day is here, and you're excited. You have music. You have DJ. You have all that vibe going on, and you open up, and guess what? No one comes. You wait a week, nobody comes. So your business is open and nobody is coming to your business. What would you do? Well, guess what?
Scary.
This is the reality for many entrepreneurs out there who don't actually have a tangible product. So a product that you can actually touch. And you have the power to change that. And the power to do that is not you necessarily going to a shop and buying the drink, or going to the store and buying a tool, or going to the hair store and getting the weave, or going to the supermarket and getting the groceries. It's for little to probably no cost to you at all. You can actually help put food on someone's table by clicking one button. We have a few entrepreneurs here with us, and I want to start the process by speaking to. I'll start with Kathleen, the ladies first. So we're going the same order that we did the introduction. What is your process like for your production?
Okay, so guys, like I said, I'm a photographer and I'm also a YouTuber and a makeup artist. But I have a few points for both photography and YouTube. And the process for, producing content for YouTube, I would say, is finding interesting content to record in the first place, having proper equipment to record, which is very important, and also editing, finding a thumbnail for your video is very important as well, and marketing yourself as well. So for photography, it's almost the same,
What do
but
you, Colin, what do you specifically do? What is your specific process? I want to know your process. What do you go about doing? What effort does it take for you to produce this?
it takes a lot of my time. It takes a lot of my time and my thought process and having to come up with different ideas and having to go to places and discover new content. It takes a lot of that. That's what I would say for me.
For you, GK, what is the process like?
Okay, well, my process is it's a lot actually. When I go to produce, let's say my What's This show, I have to think of so many things. This stuff I have to plan everything way off the bat as first because I have to plan my questions. I have to get like my camera. I have to make sure I have the perfect crew. Everybody has to be prepared. We have to have our uniforms, everything done. We have to head to town. We have to literally hustle for hours to motivate people to support the show by participating. After that's done and we get all the content that we need, I have to head back home. We got to put all that stuff on the computer. We have to edit. We have to put all the good ones together. Make sure we take out all the old things. We have to edit that. Sometimes that takes even, let's say, 3 hours in tongue, 4 hours in tongue, come back, and editing sometimes takes even longer than that. Sometimes another 3 4 hours as well. After that, we have to render that stuff out. That alone takes another 3 4 hours again sometimes, and then we gotta post that on social media. That's really our process. And after that, we just wait and see what the
What
results
happens?
should.
What happens? Jane, what is the process like in terms of getting your stuff off the ground? I'm not hearing you. No, Jane, let me see. Let me see. 1 second.
Okay.
Your mic is on mute. Okay. Your mic is off mute now. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's a long process for me because what I make my most of my revenue from is from actually events. So for any event, the first thing I gotta do is think up who Dominicans want to see. That's the first thing, right? They have to plan to put the combination together. The budget is also a problem most of the times because we have to think like, okay, how many Dominicans coming out to see the specific act? How much do you want to spend? Well, for my average shows, I normally keep it like 30,000, 35,000. Um, I'm thinking like, okay, well, if my regular crowd of 1,500 comes out, then I'll make back my money for sure. But then when you go bigger than that, then it gives you a headache when you had $200,000, $250,000, which we have done recently for a show that hasn't been held yet. Um, it's a lot of thinking upfront, and there's a lot of work to be done. You have to get everything on point. Book artists, think about all the tickets, think about all of the other bands that's going to be on the show. Try to get sponsors that are sometime imaginary friends because they just don't show up most of the times. Um, then you have to think about printing tickets, how you going to market the event itself. Will people really be interested in this? What was your target market? So where are you going to advertise? Where are you going to advertise with? All of these things have to just take into if you're going to do a show. And also, for me personally, is how long do I want to stay up and not sleep? Because whenever I do an event, if I give myself 3 months, for that 3 months, I barely sleep because everything about me is into it. So I try to give myself 2 months for most of my events.
Colleen, what is the cost associated with your production? So how much money do you say you spend in terms of putting, or let's say you and your family decide to do a video. There's the initial cost and the cost associated with putting it out. But how do you, from initial cost to putting out your content, how much does that cost around?
Um, the thing is, it varies because we do different types of. Most of the time, we do our videos from home. So I would say the only initial cost that we had was having to purchase the software for editing our videos, which was kind of costly. But overall, we'd have to think about transportation if we're going somewhere and being able to be paying for experiences, basically. So it would depend on where we're going and what we're doing. So there's no fixed cost per video.
But give us an idea what it would run you from the least you pay to probably the most you pay.
Probably between 20 and $100.
GK, how about you? What is the cost like associated with this?
What's this? The initial idea was to give the people that won cash prizes or product prizes. And we wanted those prizes to come from either sponsors or anything like that, but we couldn't get sponsors right off the bat because we didn't have nothing to offer the sponsors as to let them know what we're about to do. So we had to basically come up with our own cash. The first episode cost us $300 because we actually offered $50 for whoever that won, and we placed down $300 so we could get like about six winners. That's what we wanted. But then afterwards, we thought that would have been something we'd have used to get even more sponsors. That never happened because for some weird reason, people find they don't want to sponsor as yet. They want to see more of the actual show happen. So after a while, we had to actually cut down on our costs because the money was basically coming out from our own pockets, and we just couldn't keep up with every week spending $300. So right now, honestly, we don't even use money because everybody on the team is basically voluntary, including me, and that's how we go about it.
Wow. So what you putting out Sorella and you putting out what this is pretty much out of your pocket.
Say that again. I didn't hear that.
You putting out Sorella and you
Uh,
putting out what's this is pretty much coming directly out of your pocket.
straight off my pocket.
How
Not a
much is the
soul is putting in. Ah,
Um,
thing?
yeah, well, for me, it varies. Depends on the magnitude of the event that I want to do. Um, as I say, I keep my average events, like my annual events, are like maybe 30,000, 35,000 thereabouts. Done a few events in the past that cost me about maybe $15,000. Um, but I've been as big as 260,000.
Wow. Wow. Now for you, Colleen, where exactly do you when you produce your shows, especially for YouTube, um, do you only distribute your content on YouTube, or where else do you distribute them?
We distribute our content on Facebook, on Instagram as well. So we not only do YouTube alone, we try to post small clips of our videos on Instagram and Facebook just so that people who probably not already subscribed to us will be able to see it on other platforms and think, hey, what's this? Let me go check it out. So we'll post the link and a short clip just to get the people attention.
Okay, now you said Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Can
Yes.
you share with us what your following is like on either of the platforms?
Okay, so on YouTube right now we have over 2,000 subscribers. And on Instagram, I have about 2,000 people following me as well. Facebook, I have 5,000 people on my Facebook page. So,
Where do
yeah.
you find more of the people tend to see your videos? Where exactly do they see your videos more?
They see our videos more if we would post it on Facebook.
Okay.
But we get about 1,000, over 1,000 views on YouTube.
And
But
that's a direct post. So you posting it
yes,
directly on Facebook in comparison to you posting it on YouTube and sharing it on Facebook.
yes,
Okay. So you find it's more weighty when you just post directly to Facebook.
yes.
How about you, DK? What is where do you distribute your content?
but I distribute my content the same thing with Colin. I distribute on Facebook. I do use WhatsApp a lot. I use WhatsApp broadcast list because I know there's a lot of people on my contact list that actually supports my show. But I do take little clips and I put it on Instagram. I even started recently putting little clips on TikTok. So that's an area, any little place, any place I find that would be some sort of social platform that can help the video push on YouTube. That's where I post it. I get the most feedback from Facebook. In fact, I get way more feedback than anything on Facebook. Sometimes my videos could be up to recently like 30,000 views on Facebook, and on YouTube it would just be about 2 to 3 thousand views.
Okay, now I don't think that question would apply to you per se, Dane, because you deal with events and
Yeah.
you deal with selected um you have a selected special market or target.
Yes.
But for the two of you, um Colleen and GK, do you guys take a look at your analytics at all? Do you guys pay attention to that?
Oh,
What sort of energy do you give it, or do you just do this just to post, just for the fun, just for the heck of it? Ladies before guys.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
Why do you post to on either platform? When you do you pay attention to any of your analytics, or do you pay attention to who is watching, where they're watching from, how long they're staying on your videos, and for those of you who don't understand or are not sure about analytics, it's pretty much a summary of the content that you put out, that you disseminate on the internet, um, and it's categorized in terms of how many people are looking, where they're looking, how long they're staying, where they're coming in to look from, all of these different things that people who are actively on social media, because that is one form of income for them, pay attention to. I want to know if these two pay attention to that.
Yes, we definitely pay attention to our analytics on YouTube. We look at all those things. We look at how many people who are watching our video who are actually subscribed to our channel. We watch how many people, where, at what point in our video do people basically click away from our videos. All these little things we can see and we can pay attention to, and we can use it to, make our content more interesting for the viewers. So we look at all those things. We look at how many people watch, where they watch from, and all those things. We can see all that on YouTube.
And if you had to give me a little rundown, what were you able to, why are you able to discover? And you could generalize it. What were you able to discover based on the people who look at your show on YouTube, for example?
Basically, it's Dominicans. It's a lot of Dominicans,
Mhm.
and we have a lot of Dominicans who live abroad who watch our videos as well.
I share the same sentiments. Um, my videos are mostly looked at by Dominicans abroad. Um,
Yes,
Dominicans abroad. How about you, GK?
okay. First of all, let me just say, Jael, that is a must for me. Analysis is a must. It's like I feel like if I don't know my or I don't study my analysis, I I won't know what to do. I won't be able to create a strategy, because content creating is really understanding things like strategy and what we really know as algorithm, and that's something that a lot of people don't really take in serious, and I think that is why their content might not maybe take off. They might have really really good content, but they're not really checking the analysis. I think it's really important. My analysis, I always, and I'm a Facebooker, I'm more of Facebooker than a YouTuber. I really see my platform on Facebook more comfortable because I seek to entertain Dominicans. And why I say that is Dominicans, my people, like they seem to be a lot more comfortable with being on Facebook watching content locally, and it's a lot easier for them. They understand it easier because Facebook might just be a little clearer to understand than YouTube.
Mhm.
So I tend to just engage with my Facebook fans than the people watching on YouTube. My analysis
Saying
on
that you don't
Facebook.
find, are you saying that you don't find a lot of Dominicans following your content on YouTube? Is that something that you both share?
It's hard. It's a lot harder, and the views and the interaction and everything are there to prove it. If I post a video and sometimes I post the same video both places just to test it out, and I'll watch the YouTube reactions, and yeah, you will get people watching. It's a lot slower. You wouldn't get a huge amount of views so fast. You wouldn't get a huge amount of comments so fast as all you would have gotten on Facebook. Sometimes I post a video on Facebook and in just a little bit of 5 minutes, there's a hundred of views. And to get that hundred of views on YouTube in that time, it's almost impossible. Um, Sometimes you get 200 views in 5 minutes on Facebook, and you get 200 views in 2 days on YouTube. That's how big of a difference it is.
Okay, that's where I'm going to bring in Dane. And I'm going to bring in Dane because, in as much as he does not focus too much on posting and sharing on that sort of content, but Dane has a degree in marketing and he understands how the social media works and where the support is and what. Dane, where do you feel? How do you feel about people in Dominica or Dominican content creators, or be it music, be it videos like Colleen, be it talk shows like UK. How do you feel the response is like in Dominica?
One of the biggest problem that affects the sharing of the content is the fact that people tend to personalize the characters behind whatever content it is, and it's a matter of measuring up. Um, an artist will put out a song, no matter how talented the artist is, they have to look at the artist personally and overlook the talent itself. Oh, Mister, and I share Mister thing, na Mister have too much vary. It's a thing like that. We tend to, you see, because we're so small, the country is so small, everybody know everybody, and we tend to personalize everything. We tend to put the talent along with the person's personal life.
Mhm.
Right? We don't differentiate the both of them, and that's where we have that's where we have the problem always. Who are I not studying Mamselle? Mamselle was checking my friend Mark. Some kind of thing that does happen. Right? And that's why the thing don't get shared because we know everybody too much. And that's why it's so easy for us to share somebody that we don't even know. It's easier for us to gravitate towards their things because we don't know them or don't know their personal life. But the ones who know the personal life, uh, 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 uh. Once the personal life outweighs the talent or measure up to the talent, we're gonna choose to not share the content instead. And that's a major problem.
So you said there's a lot of favoritism. They favor only who they know, or,
But
or, or, or who they know, who they like.
who they like. Yeah, no matter how much talent you have, once they don't like you, yo, once, oh, mister, boy, I tell you, oh, mister, come from foreign. Oh, mister, can send my calling money to Jamaica. I've heard people say things like that out of their mouth, right? And
Wow.
it's just, they don't even
Oh
watch the
my
talent,
god.
they don't watch how much work you put into the entertainment aspect of things. And to entertain them for free because you don't charge them for the content, right? It's there for
Do
them
you,
to watch for free, but they don't. They
do
don't
you
appreciate
guys
it.
do you guys feel, or do you guys agree with Dane somewhat? Colleen, you want to go first?
I agree. I agree with Dane. I think that a lot of people, they look at who is, like, if they know you from down the road, or whatever, they know you from when you were a child, they think, what, this person just comes and they think that they are what, famous, like, why do they feel like they can they can, all of a sudden they share this stuff and we're supposed to just like it, like, yeah, I think I agree with you.
GK.
Um, I actually want to be honest and say I do agree with him in a lot of cases, and I think it has a lot to do with just
So we
with
have
just
so we have a hater um culture or hater society.
what?
A hater.
No, no, I don't want to call like that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't want to call it that.
Oh,
That's what I
that's
don't want to
it.
call it. I don't. I think it's a little bit of an ignorance as to they may not even know what they're really doing is just like a natural kind of reaction sometimes, almost as if, yeah, they say they can know you, but
Jordan,
do they really?
it's a hater mentality. Like, it's like,
we,
it's
we
like
don't.
It
it is.
is.
That is what it is, right, Colin?
Yes, because even with vlogging, let's say I would be vlogging and I decide I'm going to town to vlog and I have my camera up and someone would see me vlogging and they'd be like, hey, 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 don't put me on your camera, you know. I'm like, I was pointing the camera at you. The camera was pointing at me and they're like, I don't want to be in your thing, whatever. I'm like, yo, it's not that serious.
It's an ignorance. They don't understand the jail. They don't understand what is going on. They're afraid of maybe something could be embarrassing. It's really they don't know. And I
Yeah.
think that's the whole point. We have to find some way to educate and let them know.
But
That's how I see it.
in a way, I feel like they support other people when they do it though.
But that is the whole point. They support. All right, you will see various things. These are the same people that will go on any social media platform, go on that Drake thing, tell him happy birthday, popcorn thing,
And I
his
see
mother is
them.
pregnant, they excited, right? And guess what? You there right there, so and just to press a little share, they wouldn't because they wanted to see they want to
Oh
see you do
yeah,
good, but not better than them. And guess what? They're not doing nothing. They're
yeah.
not doing nothing to be great. They want to see you do okay, but not better than them.
Well, that's a problem, eh?
Now, this is like those of you who are on the live right now. Let me know what you guys are saying. Juanita is saying, "Then speaking the truth. A lot of people don't look at the content. They look at who you are. It has a lot to do with our culture. We judge our own a lot. We are ignorant to things that are different. That is what Juanita is saying. She's joining us on YouTube. Tani Peanut is also saying that is so true. So she's agreeing with all of you that we are in a culture where there's a lot of you, like Din puts it very well, I think, where they want to see you do okay, but not better than them. They
Oh
want
my God.
they want to see you do okay, but not better than. And that's kind of sad. Now, where would you say your biggest supporters are? When I say supporters, not necessarily the people who share your content, but the people who support you. Where would you say your supporters are? And I think I'll also give my own because I do share content as well, so I can give my views on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carly. Name.
Yeah, biggest supporters I would say are Dominicans abroad for sure. We've had people send us things that don't know us from head to toe. They've only seen our channel and they would send us things for our baby girl. And I would feel like wow, like you don't even know me. You've seen maybe 15 minutes of my life every 2 weeks and you decided to, send me something personal. So yeah, I think overseas Dominicans abroad show the most support for us.
You, GK.
Yeah, I feeling like I'm the only person that have a different opinion. Why do I feel this way?
But it's okay. It's okay to have a different opinion.
Yeah, I understand everything, but me, because of what's this, I think the support that I get on my Facebook, and even when I'm on the street, or people who always meet me and they will give me so much compliments as to what I'm doing, and will give me that motivation to like continue. I don't have the experience of somebody, well, so much people abroad
But I have
with
a
like
question
this.
for you. I have a question for you though. You
Yeah.
have about what's your following like on Facebook, for example?
What's my
Your following like on Facebook,
right now? I'm almost at 10,000 followers on Facebook.
right? Out of the 10,000 followers, how many of them are Dominicans in Dominica?
I have over 60% in
Over
Dominica, actually.
60% of them are in Dominica.
Actually, that's why I feel like, but it's like I'm not saying that I don't understand, because I do have a lot of foreigners as well, for like foreign Dominicans on there that support me. I think when I was doing what's this live on Facebook, one of my biggest help was actually Nature Isle Diva, and she's a Dominican abroad. So I do have a lot of big support from outside.
I'll chime in on that. I have a lot of content that I do. Some of it is not necessarily directly linked through me. But I do like I pay very close. So for people used to, I remember people used to tell me I spend a lot of time on social media. But like I was saying to Jordan a couple days ago, I am a people watcher. I analyze people a lot. So I spend a lot of my time I spend on Facebook is watching people's action, reactions, um, what they're doing, what they're sharing, who they're following. And as a journalist too, we learn how to professionally stalk people.
Yep,
They teach us that in school, how to be professional stalkers, right? So I do a lot of that. I watch who shares what people are interested in, and I found not necessarily my content. I find Dominicans in general they share a lot of foreign content, so they'll
yep,
see a lot of things that people, a lot of jokes and stuff, and I'm like, but we have comedians in Dominica, like why are they sharing the comedians that are putting out stuff in Dominica, like what's going on? They'll share a lot of foreign stuff. They'll share a lot of negative stuff. They share the content they share. A lot of it is negative. Like, sorry to say, guys, I have to be completely honest, but 80% of the content that Dominicans share is negative content. 80%, and that is Dominicans in Dominica, right? And I have the stats to prove it. I can share the stats with y'all, right? This is something that I do for a living because it's something we have to do as well in my field, right? And I decided to put it to the test. And so 80% of the content that Dominicans share is negative content. If it's not berating somebody, degrading somebody, dissecting somebody, making fun of somebody, they more than likely will not share it,
yeah,
right? And that speaks volumes to the type of people that we have. That tells me something about our people, which I am ashamed of because I'm a Dominican. I am completely ashamed of it. Like saying this out loud because right now we're in social media and my platform has a lot of people, not just Dominicans, they're hearing this, right? But this is the honest to God truth. In terms of my content, the support that I get from my content, more than 60% of it outside of Dominica. The people live outside of Dominica, so they don't live in Dominica. That's more than 60% of it. The 60% of that, 30% of that content, only North American. So people living in North America. Right. So I literally, and that's what I spend time for, like even you, GK, and even you, Colin, you don't even know, but I've actually, like, if you come and tell me lies about your content, I can correct you because I've actually studied you and I know about your content. And I remember when I came across your show, Colin, 93K Family, I came across it not through somebody sharing it. The honest to God truth. I did not get a hold of your content from things on somebody's feed
So
and
how?
seeing it. You know how I found out about your content? Digicel sent out a WhatsApp blast that you were gonna be on.
Ah,
And that is how I found out that you had content on there. And when I went on there, I was like, but she has so many videos. Why does she only have 2,000 subscribers?
right,
Like,
right.
why do you only have 2,000 subscribers? It's just, and the second I got on your page, the first thing I did was I hit subscribe.
and Dominicans do like
They
to.
don't know how to do that,
Boy,
Oh, they
Dominicans do like to hit that that button is like a virus, free boy.
right?
Just
And I didn't even know what your shows were about as yet.
The thing is,
Go ahead.
I'm guilty of that too, sometimes. Because I watch a lot of YouTube videos and sometimes I realize that I watched 100 videos from this person and I'm not subscribed. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't even realize I wasn't subscribed. So it's like sometimes you do it and you don't even realize that you're doing it. But it's very important to do those things, to subscribe and to share because that is how these people get paid. That is how these people,
But we coming to that. We coming to the pay. We coming to the pay part because people don't understand. I don't think people understand how content creators make money. So what Colin doing on YouTube? How Colin making money out of that to take care of her child and her husband and her home? Like how does
Right.
Colin? So can you Colin explain to us how the money making aspect of being on YouTube or on Facebook is for you?
Okay, so basically, YouTube, the way YouTube operates is by minutes watched, basically. So the amount of minutes that someone looks at, how long someone looks at your video, how many hours they spend watching your video. Every time you watch our videos, it can be for 2 minutes, it counts. It can be for 3 minutes, it counts. Okay, so it's the amount of minutes. If you watch the entire video, then perfect. Also, there's ads on the videos that if you skip them, we basically don't make any amount of money. But if you watch them, then we get a profit from that. So basically, the important thing is to view, just look at our videos. It's that simple. You don't have to do much. You just look at it and you share it with your friends, make them look at it, and all of this adds up, and that's how we get paid from that.
And why would somebody want you to get paid?
Who knows?
GK, how do you make money, or do you even make money off of your content that you publish?
Well, well, first of all, YouTube, I've only been monetized for a few weeks now. So I haven't even gotten paid with YouTube as yet because I really just started YouTube recently. It took me about 3 months to get monetized. I was really excited about that. Everything is finalized. And right now I'm just waiting to see my first. But what Colin said is the same thing. It's
But wait,
really
wait, wait, wait. You say monetize. You use that word monetize. Explain to people what you had to do to get monetized, because it doesn't just fall from heaven.
No, it doesn't. There's people that use YouTube and they sometimes use it for years and they still don't get monetized because it's really something hard to do according to whatever content that you're actually producing. Um, to get monetized, first of all, the main thing you need to have 1,000 people subscribe to your channel. That is something that can be a task. Like some people that
Thousand.
literally get
Literally,
stressed.
you need to have 1,000
You need to
subscribers.
have 1,000 people clicking that virus button if right there. Basically, but not just that. There's a lot of aspect to it. There's like what Colin just said about the watch hours. You to take watch time in really serious. And I think the requirement was 4,000. Colin, was it
um,
4,000?
40, not 40.
40,000 hours.
Yes,
40? Was it
40,000.
40? Was it all that? Well, so basically, you have to get up to 40,000 watch minutes or whatever they call it,
Oh, well,
be watch hours
I
before
think it was me.
anybody.
is it a minute?
What?
Oh, I think
I think it's min. I think it's minutes.
I think it's hours.
Think-
I'll double check. I'll
and
double
why
check.
But
it takes a
basically,
while? It takes a while
how long?
to
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yes. So basically, you have to get those requirements, and after that, there's this long story about the AdSense and all that shit on.
Yeah.
That's how you really go along.
It's
Facebook
4,000
is
watch hours.
worse.
It's
Yes,
4,000
Facebook.
watch hours. Somebody just so Miracle J just confirmed that it's 4,000 watch hours.
Yes, so
Thank you
it's
guys
four
for
thousand watch hours.
Yes.
Yes. But Facebook is now Facebook is a lot different. A lot of people don't know about the monetization on Facebook, and some people still don't think that it's actually possible. But Facebook do have monetization, which is to me, well, my personal preference. I love the way they structure it. I don't know if it's more money. I just love. Besides
get
YouTube,
up to.
Besides YouTube, there is free ways on Facebook you can be monetized. There's free whole ways.
Mhm.
The main way which YouTube has is if you get a certain amount of followers on your Facebook page, and you literally have to get 10,000 followers on Facebook for you to have that full-fledged like ads and on your videos and all that. But there's two other ways to be monetized. I don't know if you want me to even talk about it because it's a long, long, long story. But I think there's a way where you can get 5,000 followers. You can have a certain level of monetization where you accept branded content. So
Yes,
if Jael is posting a video, Jael can send that video to me and I can post it and we'll collab as a branded content creator.
yes, yes. So there are various ways in which people actually make money on social media, and now social media is a big deal, and a lot of folks are or spending a lot of time on social media because COVID has forced us to remain indoors. And what has happened is that a lot of content creators have been creating more. They've been creating
Yes.
more because that is the medium where people are being entertained. And a lot of
Yes.
people are actually watching more videos, watching more listening to more stuff, however you produce your content. Now in terms of me, like I've found that the people I've already said that the people will actually people who follow my content or people who are not in on me. These are the people that really give me the heaviest support. Matthew, I have Dominican support, like people in Dominica, but the ones that will hit the share button, like is the share button like a disease?
The virus bot. This is a
For example, today we have a certain amount of people on, and I'm gonna do the test, later on to see how many of you actually hit the share button and shared this.
boy.
People don't even
Big.
understand. Now, I had the challenge of explaining to somebody. We find, and I'm going to be very vague with this. A lot of our Dominican Facebook people are older as well. They're
Yes.
older people who don't understand the social media language very well, and
Yes.
and they may not be willing to ask for the help because you know how older people be. They just get ignorant. They think they know everything. Social media platforms don't. Social media is our thing. Let us school you on how to use social media. I had to explain to somebody the other day that when you hit the share button, it's not sharing it directly to somebody, it's sharing it on your timeline because they thought that when you hit share that you had to actually go straight to somebody's inbox, and they don't want to bombard people with videos with everything that they see. What you're doing when you see content that you like, when you hit the share button, is that you're depositing it back on your page. So it goes back on your page, and then somebody who sees it. Now, if you have 20 friends, if you have 30 friends, if you have 400 friends, there's a very good chance that 10% of them will see it. And if
Yep.
20% of them sees it and shares it too, then that is how the content travels and people are able to see. Now, Dane, um, can you explain to us because you're a marketing person, and I'll keep going back to this. Um, Other ways that you feel people can actually show support to content creators on social media.
All right. One of the things that I can only speak on the Dominica because Dominica is where I have the most experience, believe it or not. I have more experience in Dominica with these things than anywhere else in the world. So we touch on one of the important parts of it, but in terms of hey, sometimes we have people where we can't follow them. Like Colin, my Facebook might be full by now. We can still follow her, find out her page, find out which page she on. And as you say, sharing it is not going to somebody's Facebook directly. And still you can inbox them because when the bet going on, you're finding your friend to send them directly to the inbox because you don't want people to see that they're sharing that content on your wall.
Mhm.
But you're gonna send it to your best friend and your nene and your grandaunt and everybody gonna send it to the inbox so they can see it personally. You can do the same thing. Because you know what, when you send it to the inbox, more than likely they gonna watch it. Do that. You'd have to show me your support open. You'd have to support me openly. If you want to do it secretly, send it to somebody inbox because when it's inbox them, more than likely they're going to watch because they just feel it's something personal and
Mhm.
they're going to watch it. That is the next thing as well. Because you see, the thing is again, we live in a society where people bad talk you so much sometimes. They can't even support you publicly. They can't. Because they might look like the big hypocrite that most of them are. They might go look that way there because they bad talk you behind your back. Why are they going to share Jail's thing when they don't like Jail and they curse Jail and oh mom said like she better than everybody else. I know she got Canada. Why you gonna share Jail thing by your page if that's what the things you said behind Jail back? You're not going to. You're not gonna want to because your friends them are gonna watch you like the hypocrite that you are.
Wow, Dan is giving it like Dan is giving it to us on the rocks. No,
But he has a point. He has a valid point.
yes, like, why you Jenny saying for those of you who don't understand his lingo, and I know Dominicans understand his language, but they may again they may play cat like they cannot understand. They say I don't know what the Jamaican guy was saying. But Dan was pretty much saying, if you don't like Jael, but you and there's a lot of them like that, they watch my show and I see they're watching my show. And I know they don't like me, and I know they're bad talking me, but I will not share it because they
They
don't
will
want
not
to.
share it. They will not share it.
They don't want their friends to see the same
No,
jail that they were in the hair salon saying, I can stand that girl.
same
Who
person.
me?
Same. That's it. That's
Oh
it.
my
That's it.
god.
That's it.
Then you are the release. Colin, do you agree with Dan?
Of course, I agree with Dean, 100%. I just want to add something to that point as well, because sometimes it's not just people, we have other content creators who watch other people's content as well. And they figure that if I'm making YouTube videos and you're making YouTube videos, then that means I'm not supposed to share your stuff because we're in a competition, basically. And that's not how it is. That's not how it works. There's room for all of us,
There's
basically.
room for, I will keep that out of my mouth. There's room for all of us. And if,
And
yeah, go ahead, Dan.
it's sad. It's sad. One thing I want to stress to people, especially Dominicans, you're allowed to like more than one thing. You're allowed to like more than one content creator, a YouTube vlogger, more than one genre of music. You're allowed to like booyah, soca, dancehall, kadas. You're allowed to like them all like gospel if you want. You're allowed to. It's not a problem. You can share them all, love them all, support them all. You'd have to be loyal to no one thing or oh if I share this my friend might get vexed. No, 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 no. We help each other. We support each other. We can get ideas from each other. As I say, iron sharpen iron. When I see somebody going hard, like if I go to I'm a DJ as well. If I go to an event and the DJ before me going hard, boy, that does excite me because it really make me go and dig deep now what you can boy this is going hard. It does excite me because it raises my level. It raises my level. Not to compete, but to complement what he has already done.
And I think that is the problem in our culture that because one of the things that I've learned, like again, people watching and studying people. I talk a lot, but I also study people a lot. But there are two types of people where it comes to content creating. There is the people that create, where they innovate from scratch, and there's the people that copy, where they take from others and they copy what they do. And guess what? The copiers are, it's okay to copy. What is not okay to do is copy and not credit.
Not give credit to where you're
So
getting
when
from.
you copy, that is something we find a lot in Dominican culture. It's okay, like as a media person, it's okay for you to copy me. It's okay for you to copy stuff that I do. But when you copy me, you're supposed to credit me because guess what? I'm registered. And bitch, I'm gonna come at you. I can come for you for my content. I can legally come for you. Once again, I'm a Canadian. I can shut you down, right? And until people understand the difference, that it's okay to copy to create new stuff, right? But you have to give credit. And there's room for all of us. Right? And when you give credit, guess what? You credit me for something that I did, I would be a real vash not to want to support you.
Yep.
I mean, think about it. If you credit me for something that you see me doing and I have 1,000 followers, and every time you post, I share it. That means 1,000 of my followers get in your content because I feel like I'm part of what you've created. Right? I inspired what you've created. And I don't think people get that. I don't think people get I think it's a small mentality where people don't understand that. They feel like they cannot support each other. Like it's very difficult to support each other. Now, how does the reaction that you get make you feel as an entrepreneur? Like the reaction you get from people. For example, you work really hard putting out a video. Like I saw Karen, you recently had your anniversary stuff. Yes, your anniversary stuff. Because I have the bell on and I get your stuff whenever you post. So your anniversary stuff just came out, and you put your all into creating a magnificent um everything, not just for your husband or not just for you, but also for people to enjoy, to be entertained by, and the reaction you get out of it. How does it generally make you feel?
Well, honestly, our supporters are very, very positive towards our videos. So I can't really say anything negative. The only thing that I can say is that the views, they don't match the level of effort that we've put into the video to make sure that the content is of a good quality for our viewers. It's like we have the people who are already subscribed, who are viewing the videos and stuff, but the reach, it's not where we want it to be. It doesn't match the level of effort that we put.
And what do you think can change that?
People just have to they have to share, like you said. You have to use the share button. You have to tell your friend. You watch a video, you see something, you tell your friend, hey, go watch this video. You just, word of mouth is very, very important. It is very important. As well as, I want to make that point where business owners, other business owners, can also support the local content creators by sponsoring and using our platforms to market. So therefore, you get that marketing and you get that advertising to a wide viewing, and we get the support of our local business to get our content out there as well.
GK, how about you? What is your reaction like when you post stuff?
Oh yes, my reactions. The people that support my show, especially on Facebook, all it's I really do comedy. I Even if I go to talk to somebody on the street, I try to make it as funny as possible because I realize a lot of people like funny a lot and they can cling to funny stuff other than maybe something else. And a lot of people really like my content. I really love to see people message me private and they be like, "Oh boy, I'm having such a bad day, boy," and that video just wow. But honestly, like when it comes to YouTube, that's the difference because I really just a Facebooker, and I always tell people that I'm really would tell people that I'm more a Facebooker than a YouTuber. YouTube is YouTube is hard for our country. It's really hard. Like I said, it's a virus button, and it doesn't click it. Maybe one day the virus button will get an antidote or a cure or some vaccine.
Vaccine.
So we just have to. We really just. I think what we have to be pushing right now as content creators. I wish all we could all just come and have this one big agreement to all content that we push out. We just express the fact that hey, Dominicans, just click that virus button. We have the antidote.
We have
Yeah, we have the vaccine. We have the vaccine. You check and you click that, when you get that disease you think you can get there, we have the antidote and we will give it to all. We will give all you that vaccine, the entertainment, the laughter, the all that pressure we put in just to make you happy. Basically, that's what content is. We don't have Colin don't have to record her whole life. She don't have to record her whole anniversary. That is her private thing, which she don't have to do that. Just the fact that she's putting that effort to do that to entertain
and
you,
not only that,
basically.
it inspires others to see how a young couple can enjoy each other, enjoy each other's company. And I see that all the time in her videos. You know how they enjoy, how they collaborate. Her husband is so caring, and even like well, I mean it's amazing to see a young couple going about their life, and it's even more amazing knowing that you actually know the person. It's like
Yes.
know that person is not dating an Adana or or those couples that you see on YouTube. That is something
Yeah.
you actually know, and they're
You
putting
can
up.
actually meet them. You can meet them one day. You can shake
Yeah.
their hand. You can, hey,
And
some vibes,
we do
man.
meet a lot of them. We do meet a lot of them.
Then I want you to give us your expertise. I like to bring you in as the expert, because I feel like you people watch too, and you observe and you're very raw with your analysis of how what you we like that. We like it on the rocks, no chaser.
I,
Um,
I can't.
what do you feel? How do you feel like people can act, what they can do to make content creators work go further or push their agenda?
Share the thing. Share the thing. It takes nothing. Share the thing.
That's
Simple.
it.
You don't even have to put us put a comment or not. You just share to know.
No
You
comment.
not write nothing. Share. Public. Gone. Two
That's
click.
it.
Finish. You're finished. Because you see, you never can tell who is watching.
Yep.
Maybe the person that you have on your feed, I don't have, and maybe that's the person that I need to get to that next level. And maybe you don't even talk to that person. Maybe you don't even know you have that person on your feed. Share it, no man. Make somebody see it. No, make somebody new see it. Many things start to trend. Why are we watching foreign people? And all right, Colleen, she's married. She's young. She's doing good for herself. We wouldn't watch Colin and her husband in Dominican say goals, we wouldn't post them and say goals. But make Kylie Jenner one of them do something and then you see. And we have people right here where and we know say them and them fiance and them wife and husband now live good enough. But we know say Colin there right just and Colin live good with her husband. But we are gonna overlook Colin because she local. And the goals are too we. We too foreign minded. Deal with that right in front of you. We too foreign minded. We have people right in front of us that doing good and doing great. And we are going to overlook them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm laughing, but these are great points, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I really wanted to do this because I kept seeing the huge disparities in, like, and I'm watching y'all, and y'all think I watch a few of y'all, not just you, Carly, you, GK, or I follow, and every time you see somebody sends me somebody's music and it's on YouTube, or they send me somebody's content and it's first thing I do is I subscribe even before I watch, because I don't want to forget. I subscribe, and while I do that, I feel like if I can get you close to that $1,000, that 1,000 mark subscription,
Subscriber.
because you need 1,000 to get to it, and you putting out a regular, like you putting in the work, like every week you have stuff coming out. Like, what is the
Yep.
big deal?
Yep.
Getting money from Google saying, hey, I just made money subscribing, from people subscribing. My people supported me. And this is where you see genuine support, and where people actually. And another thing I want to touch on is the advertisers and the local corporate. Colin touched on it a little bit, but it's always a pulling teeth thing. I mean, thankfully, to get my content sponsored does not take as much effort because I've had history in the advertising business. So
Yep.
I use my history and I tie it into my content. But for a lot of folks who are starting off, like for example, Colin, I find like Colin has 2,000 subscribers. Colin should have a sponsor. Like my God, like Beauty Free Care family should have a sponsor. If it's not for diapers for the child, or
Yep.
milk for the child, or you know what I'm saying? Sponsored by so and so, and put your brand out there in a positive light. I don't understand what is the problem. Then
Yo,
help
that,
me.
I
that is
to
good
me, to
branding.
me, all
One
I
second,
see
one
is
second, one
to me,
second.
all I see is benefit for sponsored and businesses. To me, all I see is especially my show. Like to me, all I see is more benefit to sponsors than to even the content creators. You know, I mean, what better way to promote your business than on social media? As of today, we just come out in COVID. They saw how powerful social media was.
Yep.
I still don't see why business owners kind of sit down. I don't know if they even maybe they're not even watching. Maybe those business people so confused. Maybe they're so busy. They don't. I don't know. Sometimes I just think, oh, my magie. I checking how you have videos coming out. How I have a video coming out. 40,000 views, 50,000 views, and yeah, no call, nobody checking. Like boy,
Listen,
let me put.
GK. Listen, a lot of it comes back to some a point JL made. I can't remember if it's JL, but you guys said that a lot of people that are, on Facebook and watching these, they are old people, and we have a lot
Yeah,
of business people who are older people as well. And to them, the most profitable ways of marketing is radio and those things, and maybe a Facebook ad. You'll have to convince them to make a Facebook ad, but they don't see YouTube and our videos as profitable.
I spent 5 years convincing people why they needed social media management. Now I see a bunch of social media managers popping off left, right, and center. I spent
wait,
5 years and people tell me, oh, people that should go on social media. Oh, no, people don't go on social media. And
wait.
5 years trying to convince people of why they need social media. And even those there's some I've actually convinced of it. They're so set in their old fashioned ways. They'll say, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not sure if I want to do that. And I'm not, they're still so hesitant because they don't understand the process. They don't understand that you cannot just like when you open up your business, you didn't just make $1 million one time. You had to go to $1 million. You can't just get 1 million followers one time. You have to constantly put up stuff, content for social media, not just doing stuff for radio or for TV. You also have to do stuff for social media. And that's why you actually, and guess what? The biggest factor that they should be paying attention to is that right now, all platforms, the only one you can actually get statistics on is social media. No radio station can tell you how many people listen to your ad. No TV station can tell you how many people watch your ad. But we can tell you how many people saw
Yeah.
your ad. I mean, I don't understand. Jen, probably you can help me.
Take your
So how
marketing
do
into your own hand. Take it into your own hand. You can see results. See results. You have a lot of businesses in Dominica that could have a family as the face of their business, insurance companies, things like that. Carlin, look, Carlin, do something with Carlin, right? Why we have to need some foreigner on the brochure, and we have people in Dominica with the same quality, good family oriented, and people, and we're gonna take a insurance brochure and somebody from we don't even know where. Yo, let's live within our own means of experience. The people them who we use to make we use them. Make we use them. Yo, you know, go Jamaica and find a foreigner upon nothing so easy, That is one thing, You go find somebody from Jamaica on one of them thing, and they're very proud of it. Let's be more proud of our people. Let's be more proud as a nation. I think we lose some of our integrity in terms of being proud, being a proud nation. I don't think we're so proud. Yo, be proud. Dominicans, let's try fight down each other. Let's try and build up each other. Because if one of us get through that gate, that's why I keep pushing music. Because if I get one person through that gate, if it's Colton, I get through the gate. If it's Kali, I get through the gate. Hannah, Francis, anyone of them I get through that gate there, they can at least put their foot and block the gate still. So we can push through a few more. And that's gonna be good for Dominica. If one of us get popular or famous outside of Dominica, it's gonna be good for the country.
And it's so true because it might not you might not necessarily be the one saying, "Oh, come with me." But just because you've made it, somebody be now looking to see where the other Dominican
But Dominica have talent.
Dominica have talent.
That's the thing.
Where the other
Yo,
there must be other Dominican YouTubers. There must
you're
be other
going to
Dominican show people. Look at this.
you're going to open up people's eyes. All right. Everybody know Jamaica big at athletics. You see, every year during Jamaica athletics trials, it have 100 college from overseas coming to scout athletes. because they just know say okay Jamaica have athletes. Let's go and just watch some of them. We might not get the fastest ones, but let's just get some of them so we can bring them go states to represent us. Right? And that's how it is. Let us be popular for something positive. Let's help each other. It's simple. I keep on saying it. Yo, it costs you nothing. You'd have to caption it. None at all. Hit share. No caption.
Yeah, I like what you said about the business idea, in terms of, utilizing
Yeah, man.
I see so many, I see big companies putting on ads, and they still using stock photos of people nobody
No.
knows. Nobody can,
No.
nobody don't know who that, nobody know them!
Me
Like,
not know them.
let me know them! We
Them
can't take them
people
down.
there.
Like, why you're putting all these things and you have people that can take picture, that know how to take picture, that can smile too, and can hold
Exactly.
the hand.
Somebody want me know this, so me can feel proud. Say, yeah, man, of course, me know that person there. Of course, I want to be able to say, yes, I know that person. I want to be able to say that. I want to feel proud knowing that I know that person.
Well, we hope that a lot of. I just want to go through the chat a little bit, to get some of the feedback from people. We're about wrapping up the show. So really saying that you all have made some valid points. It's true. There's so many people are ignorant of social media. Find ways to educate more. Well, we hope that this is what this platform is doing tonight. That will educate people, and we hope that those of you who are actually on the live have actually hit the share button, right? Hit
And the virus button.
the virus button too, and subscribe. Those of you on YouTube, you have too many. We have too many amazing talent content in Dominica, and it's not being fully utilized. Let me tell you, when you think I want a joke, I go on Nano. There's GK Tirella. Why Dominica have some? What's that? Brit Brits. Oh, sorry, that now. There's
Greetings. That's my girl.
like
Kai, Kai.
there's so the other one that talk about the fat and the feel. What is her name? Feel,
The,
feel,
who?
feel. She talk about go on this side and show your fat side and show your feel side. Yo, Dominican has some real talented people, and we're not really supporting them. We're really not supporting our own. Mema, who actually works for Facebook, she's saying Facebook has a feature that allows you to control the audience you share with. So we also want our content creators to know that, and that's something that is important to know, that they can utilize. I mean, I use it all the time, and I lately I've been using it because I realized that the people in Dominica, sorry, they were sharing my stuff, so I kind of,
Say that again. You on Facebook you can do what?
there's a feature that allows you to control the audience you can share it with. So, for
Isn't that
example, when you share a video, you can actually select where you want the video to be seen. So, if you want the video to be seen in Australia, it can be seen in Australia. Yeah, yeah.
I know like when you go to, let's say if I post a video, if you go to boost the video, like if you go to spend some cash and boost and promote that video, you can control your audience. I know that. So are you saying that without even boosting, just before I post, there's a feature now that I can choose what audience I
So
want
we'll
to
ask,
post?
let Mema answer that question, because Mema works for Facebook. She works in notifications, so she can give us a little bit
That
of more information on
yeah.
that, a little bit of schooling on that. I also
So
encourage you, GK, to do your research. That's something that I tell people a lot. Do your research. Every question you might ask, there's an answer for it on Google.
oh yes. Oh yes, because I am aware, I am definitely aware that I can pinpoint
You can
where,
pinpoint where you want to boost. Yes.
but only when you're boosting, yeah. But if you're telling me, if you're telling me as I post,
Robert is also saying value for money is key. Targeting, again, aligning with somewhat what Memo is saying. Leroy
definitely,
is saying GK business owners concentrate on growing to their finances, products, etc., but they also fail to embrace social media forums as it is a major marketing sector, and in modern day it is essential. So he's pretty much agreeing that the advertisers need to start looking into
definitely,
doing
definitely,
more. Mema is saying
definitely.
actually your friends. Sharers can choose your friends. Sharers can control your friends they share with.
Of course,
That's
definitely.
what she's saying. So I encourage you to go out and do your research too and find out. A lot of people spend a lot of time, trying to learn the ins and outs of whatever platform that they want. I'll leave you all now to give your final words on this. I feel like this is a conversation that could continue again, that we could probably have again in the not too distant future. Hopefully, we can get more people to share, more people to engage, and more people to get a better understanding as to why it is important and why we need them, because we really do need them. So I'll let you go first, Colin.
Yes. So basically, all I want to say is please just keep supporting us in the the best way that you can. It is very, very important that you share our content. It is very, very important that you speak about our content. We work extremely hard to bring you guys quality content. We put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it doesn't take a lot from you to just show your support by sharing and investing in our local creators. That is all it takes, and we actually enjoy doing it for you, because if we didn't enjoy it, we would not be doing it. But we enjoy it, and we just want to know that you guys appreciate all the hard work that we put in.
GK.
I think I can agree with Colin just to say the same thing. Really, there's nothing that I like more than when I post a video and someone clicks that like button or clicks that share button. Most importantly, like they can say something like, wow, that is good, they like it, it's funny. That's why most of us do this content creating, because we really do desire to make you happy, to make you smile, to make you laugh. It puts a joy in our hearts to know that we put out something there and you show support because you laughed and because you had a good time by sharing, by clicking that virus button. And it's just an inside joke, but clicking that subscribe button on YouTube, following us on Facebook, that is something big, because at the end of the day, when you do just that little thing, which is free of charge, it helps us and motivates us to do not just more, but even better. So support.
Dane.
Yeah. First, I want to say thanks to all the diehard supporters out there. Without them, some of this wouldn't really make sense. I do things basically. I can speak about me personally. I do things that two set of people: the diehard supporters that know me from day one, that keep supporting, and the people that I may influence to take a positive step in doing whatever it is that they want to do. Because there's people watching us, younger generation watching us, and might find, okay, we did good in our time, and they want to continue on where we left off, right? So I want to say special thanks to these people, the people we influence and the people who support us, because we all know it is very hard to create a new idea, create something that has never been done before, going to feel that you're not even used to, just to be different, just to provide a source of entertainment. We're not asking you do not pay to subscribe, you do not pay to share. We don't need a PayPal account, we don't need a social security number, we don't need none of that.
Or Cash
Just click.
App.
We don't want nothing. Click, share, like, subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know what
How
you
you
like to
feel?
see as well. We take comment. We take your concern about what you have to see as well. Don't be moo. Tell us things that can improve our content. Don't be moo out there. Tell us what I go on. Tell us what you'd like to see us do. Give us some ideas, because we're working right from here. So if you can give us some brain power and help us with some content as well, we don't mind it. We take criticism, and that's how you grow. That's how you learn. So just keep doing it, people. Take nothing from you, nothing at all. Let's just do it, especially Dominicans. Let's do it. I mean, you know what, Dominica out there, you don't get tired of Dominicans to be if from Dominican Republic now you speak Spanish, or when you go somewhere else and
Blocking
someone
our
say,
own self.
yeah, we
Blocking our
stop it.
own self because we don't
Stop
know
it.
others.
Let's be known. The Commonwealth of Dominica, let's be known. Let's be known. Let's get out there. And this is the way. Social media, listen to me, honestly, the fastest way to get known, yo, you can do the greatest thing right now in Roseau. or anywhere in the world. And without the help of social media, nobody
You're
now
gonna
go
know it.
know. Nobody would know. You could have made the greatest speech ever. No one knows about it. They could have made the greatest discovery, invention, whatever. So therefore, social media is the way forward. Let's get it done in real time. Business people, please come and support the content makers. Yeah, I know things tight. I know you might say the economy tight, but you know what? You know you're not gonna make back all everything one time. You're in the business for a long run. You're not gonna shut down tomorrow. So put in a little thing, a little 500, a little $1,000 can sweeten somebody's pocket and encourage them to do better. Of course, if I get paid to do things like that from a local business, of course, somebody I just now understand that somebody is seeing me. Wow, that person called me. I get in a call. Sometimes it's not even the deal doesn't have to even be made, but try your best to just reach out to them and let them know. Because sometimes I get some calls from some people, and even though I cannot seal the deal for them, I just feel so I just feel so good at the end of the day. And they're like, wow, that person really just called me a while ago. We just had that conversation. From so far, like even now, I am doing a song. I was contacted from Peace Corps, US.
Mhm.
Out of everybody else in the world, they find to call to get a song done, a peace song done with an international artist. I mean, like it have so much people in the world for you to call to do that. And it's me a call, look at me within a Dominican call, and I feel so proud of that. Right? So share the thing, and all because somebody shared my contact with them. Oh,
Share it. Share
I don't even know the person that shared.
Share
Oh,
that.
I need this and that. Oh, I know somebody in Dominica, and that was it. I get called maybe around 1 o'clock in the morning, and like, hey, we need this done and we need that done, and that was it.
Share the live.
So let's get
it
it done.
live. Share it live. Share it
Share,
Share
live.
the live.
share it.
Guys,
Simple.
tonight we had about 44 comments, and out of the 44 comments, we have 31 shares. So that's pretty good. So we know people
Yes, it is.
people know
Yes,
how
it
to
is.
do it. They definitely know how to hit that share button. And I want to say thank you guys, those of you who participated, those of you who shared. Thank you very much for sharing. I really appreciate that you guys took the time out to view this show this evening. This show, the purpose of this show was really to educate people. We were saying where is the love because we were feeling as content creators that there's not much love coming from our own people, and we put out stuff that people like. And let me tell you, like honestly, like I ran faculty for 3 seasons without asking anybody to sponsor faculty. And I have a network that I can actually reach out and ask. And I did it because that was not the intent. The intent of faculty was not to make money. The intent of faculty was I know I was back in going back to school and I wanted to remain relevant to keep my content out there. And I did faculty. That was the purpose of faculty. But moving forward, there are certain things that I'll come up with that I want to make money out of, that I want to get paid for, that I want. And I can actually now take my content and go to an advertiser and say to them, listen, this is how much people look at my videos. This is where they look at my videos from. This is why you need to sponsor my stuff. This is why I want to do giveaways on my show to give away to lucky people. This is why I want to be able to give out free cash from companies in Dominica. This is why I want to do so many different things. I'm just throwing things out there. So many different things that we can do as content creators, as people who have shows online and do these kinds of things. And guess what? We're not fighting with each other, content creators. We actually supporting each other. For the most part, most of us support each other. I want you out there viewing and listening, those of you out there, whenever you go on a video, and if it just makes you smile, for 2 seconds, it makes you smile, or you watch the whole thing,
Share the thing.
you don't have no excuse. You have no excuse as to why you didn't share it. You have no
Share the
excuse
thing.
because it's made you smile and you've watched the entire thing. Right? One of two things. Share the content. Like Jane said, reiterate, share the content, share it, show us that you truly love what we're doing and that we're doing a good job. And if you don't like it, it's okay also to send us a message. it's okay to inbox us and say, you know what, I don't totally agree with what you did. Or I really didn't like how you were doing this. Or I really didn't agree with you. Because guess what? We're all entitled to our own opinions, right? And we appreciate feedback, especially when it's constructive
Yep.
criticism. We appreciate that. Thank you, those of you who tuned in. Thank you very much to my three beautiful guests for joining us in Raise Love.
Gang, gang.
I encourage you guys. GK, tell them what your handles are. Give them your social media handles.
All right, so you guys can check me out on Facebook. That's GK767. I big up my country all the time and educate my people. You can also check me out on YouTube. That's What's This? That's WATSTHIS. Once you type that in, you're gonna get me. Hit that virus button. That's the subscribe button. Check your boy Ivy.
Yes, I'm gonna put the information in the content above the video. The information for all of them. So I'll ask them to make sure that they get me all their social media handles so we can share with you guys, so you guys can go on there and follow them and subscribe. Like, just do it, right?
Just
Colin,
anything.
Colin, tell us your stuffs, and then we'll also put it on there just after the show. Sorry, Colin, you're on mute. Sorry. Yeah,
Well,
Oh,
why?
yeah.
all right. So you can check us out on YouTube at the 93K family, and you can check out my personal photography page, 93K Studios, on Instagram. My personal Instagram is Colin Joseph 13.
Dane.
Well, you can find me everywhere. Danger Dane. Danger Dane fan page. Facebook. We're 14,000 strong, so that's not too bad. Um, Check me out on Instagram, Danger Dane. That's just me. You can find me everywhere, Danger Dane, everywhere. Twitter, Danger Dane.
Yes.
That's
Guys, thank you very much for your time this evening.
Thank you for having us.
Keep producing the content that you're doing. Keep doing your thing and entertaining everyone. And all the best in your look at that. All the best, guys. Thanks, guys. Those of you who tuned in, thank you very much. For those of you who contributed, we truly appreciate you um, coming on and sharing love with us here on Jail Music Live. Take care. Until next time. Bye bye.
Gang, gang.